Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Falcons will kick it away and get this game going. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He hands it off from the gun. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He'll fire it over the middle, had a lot of time in the pocket. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets...
Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Rams.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
And now the handoff. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Falcons starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The back's got it. Gets into space at the 50. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the Falcons pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Francis. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They'll try the right side on the toss. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. State offense is back out there now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There was nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
And the single back takes the handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Falcons offense is on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
On the return, it's Ross. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Look at him run through those tacklers. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Offense will keep it on the ground here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Fighting him off. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
We're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Caught quickly. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The Falcons pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Picks up the first, looking for more. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, good tough running here by Air Force to be able to pick up the first down. It's a lot tougher to move the ball down the field when you don't have that passing game. But Air Force always shows the ability to be able to execute and pick up big yards.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
14.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33. The Rams looking to crank up the tempo a bit. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. And the Rams come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's a difficult matchup. And here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
28, Air Force 14.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
21.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. We'll give it to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Great move in the open field. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Rams will send their punt team onto the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Quarterback's got it on the option. As the first down is still going. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Rams will kick this away to get the second half going. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Air Force Falcons will take over 1st and 10.
And the Falcons offense is on the field now. They get the second half started with their running play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Try and muscle for the first down. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for it.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Francis. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Air Force.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Now here's the toss play. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Falcons hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. Look at the blazing speed to that quarterback. If you're a defense, trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado State. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Air Force Falcons will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And they go with a short shovel pass. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Colorado State offense is back out there now. And they'll give it to the back. Powering through. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he goes down, but the important thing is enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Now it's second down here. And they'll run it with the draw play. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Well, that is exactly how you draw it up right there. A draw play. It's any time you want to make the defense think that you're going to throw the football. They're worried about the ball going downfield, and you sneak it to the back, hand it off with all kinds of room to run. Nice, well-designed play, and a good job of accelerating upfield there by the back.
Second down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Can he reach the end zone? Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Try to run it with the option. Touchdown, Rams. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
And they tack on the extra point.
42.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. So it's going to come down to this, Kirk. Can this offense execute when it matters most?
Chris, it's a rivalry game. It's a 2-minute drill. You work on this all year, especially this week. They've emphasized it. Now you get your opportunity. And don't forget about the defense out there. If they can get these guys off the field, they can secure a victory.
Bringing pressure. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Toss play to the outside. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Sticking with the running game. The Falcons moving quickly down the field here. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the 2nd down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Not much on that play, brought down short. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. And the Falcons will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take off. And he'll hit out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
At the 17-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.